generating static images with AI based on competitor reviews that are scraped by Bright Data and automated, the whole flow automated by n8n. This is the topic for today's video. I just wanted to showcase you how powerful is, first of all, the ability to scrape websites using Bright Data, the ability to generate static images with the new OpenAI models that basically generate amazing images, and connecting everything together with a no-code tool such as n8n. So this is going to be a very quick video in which I will show you this whole flow, how I've built this flow. This flow is going to be available, it's already available actually, in the n8n templates marketplace, so you can just download it and start using it on your own. It's a pretty simple flow, but it is very powerful, and the reason that it is simple is mostly because Bright Data is taking care of the scraping of the reviews and taking a ton of work from us, because if I didn't use Bright Data, I had to automate the process of scraping, in this instance Amazon. It would have taken me a lot of would have caused a lot of headaches, because it's not so easy to scrape Amazon. You need, sometimes they throw captchas, they rate limit, etc. So this is why using Bright Data is so beneficial. Basically, the flow is as follows. First of all, you generate, you go to a competitor, you copy the URL, and you just add the URL to the form. Once the form is sent, you send the form. We are going to send a request to the Bright Data scraper, which specifically in this instance is going to be an Amazon scraper, and we are going to request from it to download the latest reviews. Now, how this looks on the Bright Data side, so if you've seen my recent video, so Bright Data offer a lot of different scrapers out of the box. And specifically in this instance, these are all the scrapers that they provide for Amazon. Specifically here, we are going to use this scraper which collects Amazon reviews. So this is how it looks like. You can, if you want to build the bash command, which I already built and added to the n8n workflow, you just add the URLs, and basically you take this, and after that you can monitor the progress, and once the progress is finished, you are going to be able to pull the data. Let me show you how it looks like over here in the workflow itself. So the first step is asking Bright Data to scrape the Amazon reviews. The second step is asking it whether or not it has finished to scrape the reviews. If it has finished to scrape the reviews, it is asking us the Bright Data, the snapshot, the data from the snapshot, to be sent over. If it didn't finish scraping yet, it loops back, it goes back to this wait. It waits until the specific, like for 1 minute, and then it's going to pull Bright Data again. Once Bright Data gives us a confirmation that scraping has ended, it's going to send us, we are going to move forward in the workflow, request the data again. As soon as we get the data, everything is going to be saved in this spreadsheet. So in this instance, we have scraped the reviews of this Ninja CREWAI device. Basically, it's an ice cream device that was built by the Ninja company. So as you can see here, we have this whole spreadsheet which contains different fields. Everything was scraped by Bright Data: URL, product name, product rating, summary of all ratings. So 1 star has 664 reviews, 2 stars 265, etc. And then we have specific reviews. So the name of the person who gave the review, the review ID, the review text, the author link, etc., and the brand, etc. So this is actually a file that aggregates all the reviews that we've scraped, not specifically for the Ninja, but also for products we've scraped before. And over here, you can start seeing all the reviews that were scraped specifically for the Ninja. So after we finish scraping all the reviews by the scraper of bright data, we are aggregating all the results, as you can see here, to one chunk of text. So basically this is how it looks like. And then we are sending this aggregated results to the LLM. In this instance, I'm using OpenAI, and I'm asking it, read the following reviews. These are reviews of our competitors. After reading them, summarize the weakest points. Don't mention the competitor names. So basically what it did, it aggregated all the reviews. We did it in the previous step. And now it spits out a summary of all the lowest reviews or the weakest points. So in this instance, basically the summary says high price tag, learning curve and complexity. So users noted that there's a significant learning curve associated with using the machine, noise level, durability issues, cleanup challenges, consistency problems, customer service concerns, limited performance with certain ingredients, need for additional freezing time, etc. So as you can see, this is pretty cool. This on its own is pretty valuable because this way you can either scrape your competitors' reviews and generate copy based on this or do whatever, or you can scrape your own reviews and use this for product development and improving your product. But we didn't stop here. Once we generated this review, we are going to send an API call to OpenAI and ask it to generate images based on these reviews. So for those of you who don't know, the images generation with OpenAI has significantly improved lately, and we can already create pretty meaningful and useful images, not just and they are pretty accurate in terms of following your prompt and also adding relevant text. So just to showcase the ability, so I made up as if we have a product called Samurai IC, and this is just a very, very simple prompt. So basically what I did, I said, we are selling a competitor of the Ninja Creamy device. Please create a static ad image with this resolution that shows why our product Samurai IC is better. Based on reviews of Creamy, customers complain that the machine is hard to clean and is very noisy. So this is the ad that it generated. So others, hard to clean and very noisy, and the Samurai IC looks more elegant. And obviously you have this headline, upgrade to Samurai IC, easy rinse clean, whisper quiet. There is a small spelling mistake, but not crucial. Creamier desserts, zero hassle. And this was just with the most simplistic prompt. Let's try doing another prompt. Please show pink and yellow ice cream spilling the Samurai IC. The background color of the image should be very psychedelic because we want to grab attention of people who are just scrolling in the feed. Add faces of a mother and two happy kids licking ice cream. So let's see what it does, just to showcase the abilities, because after you generate your own specific prompt in the chat interface, what I want you to do is I want you to paste it over here in the image generation phase over here. And what you can do, you can pull from prior output of the n8n nodes to this placeholder of the prompt. So we have a product that generates ice cream. It is very silent, consistent, and easy to use. The product is called Samurai IC. So we did this, and now we can also grab, based on competitors, these are the complaints. So we are going to grab the summary of the complaints. We paste it here. Make sure that we address the customer's concerns in the ad. Okay, so we do this and it's going to generate an ad for us. Let's see over here. Okay, upgrade to Samurai Icy, creamier desserts, zero hassle, rinse clean, whisper quiet. Look at this. This is amazing because it actually followed my prompt to the T. So, and it also fixed the spelling mistakes. We have the pink and yellow ice cream and a mother with 2 kids, and this is already a viable, I mean, I think it's a very good ad that you can definitely use. Now over here, the workflow is generating the ad, and eventually what we are doing, we are sending the ad to our media buyer. So in this case, I added my email, and the subject line is static creative based on our competitor with the date, and this is the body of the email. We have analyzed our competitor recent reviews, the analysis data. Here's a summary. So we are going to share the summary with the media buyer. So we can use the summary for ads copy or whatever. And we are going to attach an image. So here's an example of an email that I got from the workflow. Static creatives based on our competitor. This is the date. And as you can see here, hey, we have analyzed our competitor recent reviews. Here's a summary. So high price tag, learning curve and complexity, noise level, durability issues, cleanup and challenges. Basically similar to what we saw in the LLM summary. But as you can see here, overall, while the machine has potential and many positive reviews, these weaknesses highlight areas for improvement that could affect the user experience. Please see attached an AI-generated image which we can use in meta ads. So this is the specific ad that was generated, and it's kind of funny because just because my recent prompt was different and I asked it to have fruits and black and red background and funny faces, so this is why it generated this. But in a moment, I'm not sure if we will wait for this, but in a moment you will see. Let's see, bad request, please check your parameters. So I probably changed over here something that I wasn't supposed to change. Let's see. Prompt string is too long. Okay, so this instance, the prompt string is too long. So probably we need to, it's fun because I didn't encounter this before, but probably you need perhaps to ask the LLM to generate a very concise summary so it won't be too long, and then send it over to OpenAI. Now, what I did before is instead of generating the prompt like this, sending a prompt like this, I send it as a JSON. Can you generate a JSON request for me that will follow the same prompt that I did over here, but instead of using free text, generate it as JSON. It's going to be a Facebook ad, square, one by one. In the JSON, mention colors, objects, headline, etc. So some people claim that when you ask the image and the prompt is in JSON format or in XML, it's going to be better. So this is also something that you can test around. I'm not sure if it's so important these days that the models have improved so significantly, but this is something that I usually do, and I recommend that you try as well. Let's see if it's generated JSON, and we are going to add the JSON to the prompt area over here. Okay, great. So as you can see, add type Facebook single image, width, height, background with the colors, the headline, the features, the icon, the objects involved, and the output format. As you can see, so you can just paste it over here. And if you want to add the specific context, you can just add another field over here, let's say, for example, and just drag it over here. Now, in the workflow that is uploaded to the n8n marketplace, you will already find this specific JSON field out for you, and you just copy and adjust the placeholder based on your image. Obviously, if you want to provide more context about your company and your product, definitely do so. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today, guys. Just a short demonstration of how powerful is n8n if you are able to scrape data easily, which in this instance I did using Bright Data. As I said, Bright Data is taking care of all the proxy rotation, taking care of captchas, basically allowing you to scrape whatever you would like with zero friction. And then using the LLM, specifically OpenAI LLM, in order to generate images that are actually adhere to your specific prompt. And obviously this can be very scalable. You can generate a ton of these, and it's not expensive, and it's actually very useful because these days the marketing landscape is so competitive. You constantly need to refresh your creatives, and this is just a very convenient way to generate a ton of creatives that are aligned with your brand's voice and can also poke or poach your competitors, your customers' competitors. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Obviously, make sure to check out my newsletter, which is called the No Fluff newsletter, in which I cover, I send it every week, every other week, with updates about AI agents and automations. Yeah, if you have any feedback, obviously leave it below. And until next time, keep on automating.